Hi, this is P R Sundar. Welcome to this special episode where I am going to talk about people who are thinking of quitting their job to become a full-time trader. Many times, many people come to my timeline in Twitter and ask, "Sir, can I become a full-time trader?" And honestly tell you, there is no direct answer. Somebody asks you on Twitter, "Can I become full-time trader?" Right? How can I say yes or no? Assume that Mukesh Ambani sent his son to gain experience, you go and work. Then tomorrow if he is coming and asking me, can I leave my job to come to trading? I will surely say yes. But can we say yes to everybody? We do not know their background. So what is the backup? So what is their financial status? What is their savings? What are their expenses? So without having a complete picture, it's going to be very difficult to say yes or no. Now, most of the people who ask this question, it belongs to two categories. One, they think that trading is more lucrative than the job. Again, I say they think. It's not that they know. They think that it is more lucrative. And second, most of the people are fed up with their job. Most of the people who are asking this question is actually belonging to this category 2. That means they are fed up. So they think that, if they come to trading, so they can have a better life. But to them, I always say, land is always green on the other side. You go there, then only you will know what are the problems. And second most important thing that these people forget, and once you leave your job, you come to trading, let us say after 2 or 3 years, you are fed up with the trading, you want to go back to job, it's going to be very, very difficult. In foreign countries, it's very common, people switch one job to another job, even after having a few years break, they in fact totally enter into the new field also. But in India, it's not like that. And I still remember I attended an interview for a principal post in India. The interviewers agreed that I'm a good teacher, but they are not willing to hire me as a principal, so they want to hire me only as a teacher. So if I want to go back as a teacher, I could have continued in Singapore itself, where my salary was nearly 10 times more than what I was offered in India. Why I'm saying this? Even in the related field also, they think that, you are not really good. Once it is very easy to leave the job, come to the trading, but later it will be very difficult if you want to go back to the job. So that also you have to consider. Okay, now let us come to what are the important things if you want an answer from me as yes. Okay, number 1, you should have a sufficient capital to trade. And number 2, you should have a sufficient knowledge to trade. And number 3, you should have enough backup. Means, if something goes wrong in the market, you are not able to withdraw some money from the market, you should be able to survive, your family running expenses, at least for 6 months to 1 year expenses, you should have a buffer. And number 4, you should not be having any loans, a housing loan, car loan, those kind of things. Or in case if you have, you should be having some other sources of income to service those loans. So you should not be expecting stock market returns to support your regular EMIs. Why? Because your EMIs are constant, whereas your return from stock market is not constant. It's a variable. So you cannot create a fixed EMIs based on the variable component of your income. So if these things are met, so maybe why not you can try. But even before you are trying that, so let me give you some mathematics behind this. First, so let us say, I'm just giving an example. So let us say your capital is 1 CR. So 1 crore is a capital. Anybody having less than 1 CR capital, I will never advise you to become a full-time trader. Even assuming that you have 1 CR capital. And you are leaving your job and coming and trading. So what is it you can expect? A decent return you can expect is maximum 30-40% per annum. I don't think that anybody can make more money. If you are making more money than this, then you are not at the right place. You should be somewhere on the New York or Hong Kong, Singapore, you must be one of the top fund manager in the world. Assume that you are making, let us say, about 40%. So that works out to be how much? 40 lakh rupees. Okay, fine. Instead of you are trading and getting 40 lakh rupees, assume that you are leaving this job to a professional person, maybe one of your close friends who is a professional in this field. Let us say he delivers you 30% return. It means, let us say he also makes 40%, then he keep 10 lakh rupees. So he pass it on to you 30 lakh rupees. So that means you are doing as a full time, you are getting 40 lakh rupees, and then you leave the job to somebody, you continue your job, you are going to get 30 lakh. So what is the difference? The difference is 10 lakh rupees. So now the question is, if your salary is much lower than the 10 lakh rupees difference, then it makes sense for you to quit the job. And if your salary is more than 10 lakh rupees, then why you have to lose that more than 10 lakh rupees? It will be profitable for you if you continue the job, leave the job to professional. Again, let us say you don't want to leave the job to the professional. Fine. You don't have to be a full-time trader in order to trade in stock market. Even part-time trader also can trade. Especially if you are trading in long-term options, it does not require your attention on a day-to-day basis. So the same thing goes. If you are leaving the job, coming and doing a full-time, suppose you are making 30 lakh rupees, instead of that, you just trade passively and without need of your individual attention on a day-to-day basis or minute-by-minute basis, trade only in the long-term options. So assume that you are getting 30 lakh rupees. So then again the same thing, the difference is 10 lakh rupees. So does it make sense for you to leave the job? So that is what is the mathematics is all about. So when you leave the job, you remember you are foregoing the salary. Whether you leave the job to professionals or when you do a part-time, okay, so whatever you are getting, so you should be able to get that money plus the salary. That should be the kind of return you should be getting if you are trading yourself into the market. The very first thing people ask my advice, uniformly I just say no. You know why? If somebody who is very, very confident, I'm just giving an example. One person is working as a deputy manager in a bank. Okay, he is getting a manager post in another bank with double the salary. Do you think he is going to ask me in the social media, sir, can I go? You know why? Because you are so confident that so the new offer is far, far better than what you have on your table now. So the moment you are asking, sir, can I become a full-time trader? That means, you are not confident. You are not sure. So when you are not sure, why you have to do it? So my simple advice is that, you continue your job if you are having. So everywhere problems are there. Don't think only in your job you have a problem. In trading also there are problems, right? In case if you think that the investments can be a part-time, trading can also be a part-time. It need not be a full-time, or you can leave the job to somebody. Whether you are doing part-time, you are leaving to somebody, no. And if you becoming a full-time, if you think that you can make a bigger impact than what you are losing on your salary part, so that is when you can consider becoming full-time trader. Many people, when I say no, they think that I am trying to discourage them. It's not that I am trying to discourage them. I am trying to save them, right? So talk to the people who leave the job. And I know many of my friends also, they left the high-paying jobs and now they are nowhere here. And in trading also they lost everything. And the worst thing is that I have at least 2 or 3 friends who left the job, whatever the compensation money they got, everything they have lost in this trading. So trading is not everybody's cup of tea. So hope you enjoyed watching this video. Thank you for watching.